All right, so I gave you a call the other day, and all I want to do is just show you that this works, and just give me 3 minutes, and I want to show you all the proof that you may need so that we can move forward. So, real quick, this is my buddy over in St. George. 9 new members, spent a total of $495. The month of November, he made back $981 just in that month. A total profit of $4,891 because his average customer sticks around for about 6 months. He had over 100 leads at a cost of $4.95 per lead. Next person up, my friend Z over in Springdale. In January, he signed on 8 new members with a total of 39 leads for the month, and he had an awesome show rate at 93%, made a total of about $5,000. It's actually more than that for the month. He actually had 2 people pay for a full year. 2 members pay for a full year right there in that month. So that was pretty awesome. Then we have our clients over in Madison. Now these people typically, this month they spend a lot less, but typically they spend about double that amount. But they typically have over 100 leads every single month. And their cost per lead was about $3.46 for, January. They've signed on 5 new people, and their cost to acquire a new member, this is really, really, really important, is $44. So every time they spend $44, and it's pretty consistent about that number, every time they spend $44, they get a customer. So which means they know, okay, if I want to sign on 2 more customers, I got to spend just under $100, about $88. So they can literally take their marketing, throw it back into their marketing, all the profit, right? So right here, you can see that for a month sales, $600, which is a profit for that month alone of $382. So $300, right? They can take that $300, put it back into their marketing, right? And how many new members is that if each member is $44? Let's round it up to 50 for easy math. And so that would be 6 new customers just by re-rolling the profit back into marketing because they know how much it is to acquire a customer. Pretty cool. Okay, so our friends over in Baltimore, Maryland, he also had about 95 leads for this month at a cost of $3.54 per lead. And this is only 19 days into the month, as you can see, and already he has signed up 4 new members for that month. So here's a quick text message. This was our second customer ever, right? Our second customer ever over in Washington, my friend Andre. We were running this is for his kids program, and a couple days into the program, I get this text. It was probably about 5 days into, maybe less, about 5 days into the program. I get this text message. It's late at night. What time was it? 11:14 p.m. I get this text message late at night, and he says, "We need to pause this program for this week. It's working." And I'm like, "It's my second customer." I'm like, "Yeah, that's awesome." So we talked to him. Andre spent $55, and he signed on 5 new members. It may have been 6. It's been a while now. He made over $5,000 in new memberships on his $55 investment, and he just couldn't take anymore. It's just leads were coming in. He was like, "Dude, you gotta pause this thing." And so there's that. That was a text message he sent me. Here's my buddy Z.
Any updates from our last conversation with your leads?
Yeah, so I had, since the last time we talked, 3 additional people have signed up.
Signed up?
Signed up, yeah.
Yeah. So what's that, 5?
There we go. So, actually, no, I think there's 6. Should be 6. Hold on,
all right, 6.
All right.
That's awesome. Dude, you're only 2 weeks
in.
in.
So we got 1, 2.
2?
Yeah, 6. We on 6. That's 6 signups.
Cool. That's awesome.
6 signups.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. It was only 2 weeks into his program. So here's the system. This is what we do. We take this system and we duplicate it all over the country for jiu-jitsu schools, right? So we have tweaked this thing so much. So this is the bird's eye view system, and within this system are individual systems, right? And so we've tweaked and optimized this thing enough times and done this thing enough times that we've gotten really good at it. So we can pretty much anywhere in the US implement this and it'll work, right? We can implement it pretty much anywhere and it'll work. Now, this market may do better than this market, but they both work. And so we have a working model. Now we just need to make small adjustments, make it better, split test, do all of our crazy stuff nerdy stuff on our end and make this better. So I'm going to walk through it real quick and then I'm done. Okay. So we have an ad, right? A paid advertisement, right? That puts it in front of somebody that we target, who we want to talk to. Okay. That person clicks that ad, comes to a landing page. Most martial arts, most businesses in general, but martial arts and jiu-jitsu schools, they would take someone from an ad to their website, right? So if you give somebody an offer, let's say it's a 10-day free trial, you give them an offer and then they're expecting an offer, and then you take them to the website and there's headers and pictures and all sorts of different stuff to click, and there's way too much to do. We would take them through just like doing an arm bar, right? It's a step-by-step process, right? And so we do the exact same thing. It's a very strategic process that we take people through. Okay, so they come to a landing page where the only thing they can do is what we want them to do, right? So they fill out a form and become a lead. Lead is a first name, last name, email, and phone number. That's it. That has to be those 4 things, okay? So they become a lead. They come to a thank you page where we encourage them to continue taking action of going ahead and calling you before you call them, right? And so as soon as you get a lead, you get an instant notification. We have a software that we use that notifies you, it sends you a push notification right to your phone. You can also set up text messages and email notifications as well, whatever works best for you. We set up an automated 3 to 5 day, we've even done longer sometimes, email campaign that's engaging, that tells stories and takes them through a indoctrination process is what I call it. And then we have a whole system going further. So we have a whole system on communicating how to, once you get the lead, and how do you get them into the door, right? Because those are 2 different problems. First problem, getting the lead, getting leads. Second problem, once you get a lead, how do you get them into the door? So we've solved both of those. We have a whole system for doing that, okay? And then you saw the client scoreboard. You saw the images of those already on the previous slide. I showed you several of them. They track 4 main things that every business needs to be tracking, especially jiu-jitsu schools like yours. First thing is how many leads you got. Second thing, how many appointments did you book? Third thing, of those booked appointments, how many of them scheduled to come in? Or I'm sorry, how many of them actually showed up? And then how many new customers? How many leads? How many booked appointments? How many of those booked appointments actually showed up? And then how many new members did you get? Those are the 4 things that tracks. Tracks it using automation, so it does it, and then I do a little bit of it like updating the spending, but the rest of it is automatically updated, and so you have access to that. Anybody who comes to your website or clicks the ad but doesn't fill out the form, which is the majority of people, what do we do with those people? Well, I call it ethical stalking. This is my favorite part of it. It's retargeting. Basically, what we're able to do with those people is put them into a bucket, right? A list, a bucket, and only show those people certain ads on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And we can show them different ones all the time. I have a whole system on doing this the right way. And so it's really cool. So that's that. That's our entire system, the bird's eye view of it. So here's what to do next. I sent you an email. Let's do it this way. I sent you an email. I want you to respond back to the email. Tell me your thoughts onto this. Here's my offer to you. I know that this works. You've just seen a lot of proof that it works, but I want to prove it to you. Okay? I want to prove to you that this works. So I'll do this entire system that you're looking at right now. I'll do the entire thing for free for you for just a couple of days. I'll do it for free. I'll take on all the work. I'll do all the work, right? It costs me money to do that. The only thing I ask for you, I'll do it. My work is free. You don't have to pay me. The only thing I ask is you pay for your own ads, okay? Typically, people spend about $100, $150 in ads. We've had people spend more, but that's typically what people spend just to test the waters. Like, Logan, if I could spend $100, $150 with you, and you can get me some results, I'm in. And I'll get you results, okay? But you have to put in on your end. I don't collect any of that. Facebook takes care of all of that. I don't get a dime of that, right? And then if you like the results, we can talk about working together in the future. If you don't like the results, you'll know ahead of time before you risk any sort of actual money. As you saw from those pictures, everybody was making their money back the first month, right? So this isn't, hey, you're not going to see results for 3 to 6 months. No, they were seeing instant results. So the same day that we turn the ads on is the same day that you start getting leads. So pretty cool. I want to prove this to you. Email me back. Let's set up a time that we can talk further and get you set up and let me prove to you that this works. Thanks for watching.